Alright guys, welcome to part 3 of our pineapple hat, where we're going to make and attach leaves. There's a PDF file for download in the description box. It's 99 cents. For this part you're going to need a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook and a yarn needle. There are 2 sizes of leaves that we're going to make. You're going to want to make 3 large leaves and 4 small leaves. So I've already made 2 and 3. I'm going to show you how to make the large leaf first and then the small leaf. So I'm making mine out of green worsted weight yarn. These are really easy to make. You're just going to start off with a slip knot on your hook. And for the large leaf, you're going to chain 7. And I'm using half double crochet to make the leaves. So yarn over on your hook, and for row 1 we're going to skip the first chain and just half double crochet into each chain down the row, and you should have 6 half double crochets. You're going to chain 1 and turn and half double crochet all the stitches again. You're going to end up doing 8 total rows of half double crochet for the tall leaf, the large leaf. So there's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 'Now I always chain 1 between turning of each half double crochet row. A lot of people will chain 2. I crochet very loosely, so chaining 2 is too much for me, and it sticks out over the edge, like it'll stick out right here. So I don't like the way that looks, but if you feel more comfortable chaining 2, just do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, last row. And 8. Now we're going to make the tip of the leaf. So chain 1 or 2 and turn. And then we're going to half double crochet 2 together, yarn over on your hook, pull up a stitch, insert it into the next stitch, the second one, pull up a stitch. So you should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. Then just do 2 regular half double crochets, 1, 2, and then we're going to half double crochet 2 together, these last 2 right here. Yarn over on your hook, pull up a stitch, insert your hook into the last stitch, pull up a stitch, yarn over and pull through all the stitches on the hook. Now you should have 4 half double crochets. Chain 1 and turn, and half double crochet 4, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1 and turn again, and we're going to half double crochet 2 together. And half double crochet 2 together the last 2 stitches. You're going to chain 1 and turn again, and then half double crochet the last 2 stitches together. Now what I like to do here is chain 1 and then slip stitch down here, just to make it nice and even. So there's your large one, and I forgot scissors again. Phew. All right, so cut your yarn and pull through, just tug on that. And what we're going to do with this tail is we're going to use it to help the leaf stand up straight. So you want to put it on a yarn needle, just the top one, and then you're going to run it down the very center of your leaf. So see how I'm running the needle down the center? Just all the way down. And this will help your leaf stand up straight. There's other things we're going to do to help it stand up straight too, but this helps too. Give it a good tug. And then cut off the excess. All right, and as I said, you're going to go ahead and make 3 of those. So pause it here, make 3. And you want to leave the bottom tails attached because we're going to be sewing them to our hat. So you're going to make 4 small leaves, and I made 1 in a different color just to give it a little bit of pop, and 3 I'm going to make in the green color. So this one is very similar to the large leaf. You're going to start off with a slip knot on your hook. You're going to, this time, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip the first chain and do 5 half double crochets all the way down the row. All right, and we're going to end up doing 5 rows of half double crochet here. So that is row 1. Row 2. row 3, row 4, and row 5. All right, now we're going to make the top. So chain 1 and turn, half double crochet the first 2 stitches together, 1 half double crochet, and then half double crochet the last 2 stitches together. So you have 3 stitches. Chain 1 and turn, and we're going to half double crochet those 3 stitches together. So you insert your hook, pick up a stitch. Oops, let me show you this. Yarn over on your hook, insert it into the first stitch, pick up a stitch, insert it into the second, pick up a stitch, and insert it into the third and pick up a stitch. Yarn over and pull through all the stitches on your hook. Chain 1, and then I do that slip stitch thing again. Cut your yarn and pull through, and we're going to do the same thing with this medium leaf that we did with the large ones, and stick the tail down it to give it a little bit of help standing up on the pineapple hat. And cut it off. So now we have our 4 small leaves and our 3 large leaves. We're going to start by sewing on the 3 large leaves. And this is probably the hardest part of making the pineapple hat. So I try to sew the 3 large leaves in a circle right here in the smallest circle. So what I do is I'm going to fold it in half like this. And run the yarn needle to hold it in half a couple times. There we go. And then I am just going to sew it right here. And I sew the large leaves with the fold facing inward, and I'm going to sew the small leaves with the fold facing outward. But you can do it however you feel it would look the best. So there's the first leaf, and don't worry if it flops over. When we get all 3, the last one, the one with the longest tail, you're going to sew all 3 leaves together at the bottom, and it really helps it stand up. So let's get the next leaf on. These would kind of make cute little bunny ears too, if they weren't green. No green bunnies. So now I'm going to try to sew this one on. And now the last large leaf. It is really hard to show you here what I am doing. That is for sure. Alright, so now all 3 of my large leaves are sewn onto the top of the hat. And now I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to run it to the center. And then I'm going to kind of tie all 3 leaves together, like right here. So I'm just going to run it through the center of all the leaves at the bottom a few times. And you're going to tie all the small leaves to the large leaves to help everything stand up even more, so you get a nice top of your pineapple hat. And I'm going to tie these off tightly. And I leave these until the end just in case I need to do more weaving in, more tying off. So now we're going to do the small leaves. We have 4 small leaves. I fold these in half too. And I put them facing outward on the pineapple hat. I try to fit them into that same circle at the very top, my very first 12 double crochets that I did. Just so everything is in one place. When I get that leaf on, I'm going to, let's see, sew it to one of the big leaves. And then tie it, if you can, to one of the other strings. And there's my first small leaf on. Now I'm going to do the rest all around on all 4 sides for the 4 small leaves, and tie them to the big leaves and tie them to the hat to make it stand up. Alright guys, so all that is left to do is weave in your ends and cut all your And there you have it. Your pineapple hat is done, and I think it stands up really well. Now you just have to put it on your toddler. I hope you guys liked the pineapple hat tutorial. Let me know if you have any other suggestions of things you want me to crochet or knit or show or talk about. I'm always open for suggestions because it's hard to think of things when, you know, running a household. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.